Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I'm 친구, which literally means friend in Korean. It's not my real name, but it's one of my so-called nicknames. Think of me as your friend who's helping you stay up to date with K-dramas, C-dramas, J-dramas, as well as breaking news concerning actors, pop idols, new dramas, etc. Grab your snacks because today's tea is about to be hot, hot, hot. As you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be telling you guys everything you need to know about one of 2021's most popular K-dramas. Drumroll please. The Penthouse. That's right. After this video, you're gonna be packed, equipped, and ready for the roller coaster rides of emotions that season 3 is gonna take you through. But because of all the juicy content that I've got for you guys today and the extended research that I've done, this video is going to be a two-parter, so make sure to be on the lookout for part 2 in the next coming days. For this part, I will briefly discuss the production staff, the synopsis of the drama, some major themes in the drama, the cast, as well as the characters that they played. I will conclude with an overview of the various locations to look out for in the drama. For your convenience, feel free to check out the pinned comment with all the timestamps, but if I were you, I would watch the whole video because everything mentioned is key to understanding the Penthouse. Alright, I've said enough, so without further ado, let's go 친구들. The Penthouse is a South Korean drama written by Kim Sun-ok, who is a talented screenwriter. Some of her most known dramas are Temptation of Wife, 정보리 is Here, My Daughter Kumsawal, and The Penthouse. Most of her dramas always score very impressive nationwide viewing percentages. Her dramas have also gained recognition abroad. The Penthouse was directed by Joo Dong-min, Park Bo-ram, and Park Soo-jin. These three are a powerhouse and have directed hit dramas and movies such as The Last Empress, For Vagina's Sake, While You Were Sleeping, Dr. Romantic, and The Hymn of Death. These dramas and movies all did very well in their respective time slots. The K-drama revolves around 5 families who live in a luxurious penthouse apartment called Hera Palace. They are willing to go through any possible length to be number 1, whether that be in their positions, the assets that they've accumulated, school ratings, and even their floor number. Even when they've hurt others, including their loved ones, they keep pushing for number 1. Fun fact, by the end of season 1, there were more than 6 million people watching the drama worldwide. In order to make this as understanding as possible, I will go through each family one at a time, the actors as well as their characters. I will also include brief descriptions of the people connected to each family. First up, we have the owners of the most coveted floor, the Penthouse. They are known primarily as a family of 4 composed of Shimsurin, Judante, and twins, sokkun, and kyung. Shimsurin is the queen of Hera Palace, and she is played by actress Jia. Jia is known for her roles in My Mister, Athena Goddess of War, The Ghost Detective, and The Penthouse. In the drama, her character Shimsurin is a graceful, dignified woman who is both humble and kind despite being very wealthy. Unlike some of the other tenants of Hera Palace, Suryeon doesn't let her coins get to her head. In the past, Suryeon was in a brief relationship with Judante, but she ran away with her lover to the States. They got married, and she even got pregnant. Her lover was never named, but he was played by actor Kitewa. When Judante learned about this, you can imagine how furious he was. He assembled a gang and went after Suryeon and her husband. The husband was killed and his finger was kept as a souvenir. Suryeon ended up giving birth to her child, a beautiful daughter. But little did she know, she spent over 14 years taking care of a fake daughter. Because she spent so much time taking care of her daughter in the hospital, Suryeon oftentimes ended up neglecting her adopted twins. But midway through the drama, we saw Suryeon stepping up and making more efforts when it came to her children. Suryeon learned very early on that Judante and Sojin had an adulterous relationship. Yet, she feigned ignorance in order to get revenge against those who hurt her daughter. One thing I loved about Shimsurin was her ability to remain calm and feign perfect ignorance to the situations. She had a goal in sight and didn't let anything get in her way. Following are a few of Shimsurin's people. First up, we have Youni, and she's a replacement daughter that was put in the hospital by Judante. She's always in the hospital because she was put to sleep there with anesthesia and other sleep inducers, meaning she's not actually sick. The actress who plays Youni is called No Soe, and her debut drama was The Penthouse. Minsura is played by Jo Sumin, and people might recognize her from dramas such as Melody of Love, Mom's Dead Upset, Touch Your Heart, where she had a cameo in episode 3, and The Penthouse. Minsura grew up in an orphanage for the majority of her life. She was later adopted by a family in the States in order to be a bone marrow donor for the son Logan Lee. She was happy to do so because she felt needed and loved. Little did she know that her stay would be temporary, because right after the family used her bone marrow, they staged a robbery and accused Minsura. And due to this, she was sent back to South Korea. Despite all this, she stayed in contact with the son Logan because she still cared for him and he was always kind to her. She loves singing, which is why she also applied to Chona Art School while giving lessons to the Hera kids on the side. As previously mentioned, Logan Lee was Minsura's adopted brother, but the two remained in contact even after she was sent back to South Korea. Logan's charming character is played by none other than Park Eun-sok. Eun-sok is best known for his roles in the dramas One More Happy Ending, The Gentleman of Wolgesul Tailor Shop, Leverage, Partners of Justice Season 1 and 2, as well as The Penthouse. His character Logan is a very wealthy person in the United States, not only through his generational wealth, but also through the wealth he amassed through his own business ventures. The next person in the family of four is the husband/father, Judante, who is played by actor Kujin. Mr. is known for his roles in Heart Surgeons, I'm Not a Robot, The Men in the Mask, Phantom, as well as The Penthouse. Fun fact, the role of Judante was previously offered to Shin Song-rok, a very famous/talented drama and musical actor. He had accepted the role but had to later resign due to scheduling conflict. I think it would have been amazing to see him as Judante, but after seeing Ki-jun's acting, I was 100% convinced that he was meant to play Judante. Anyways, back to the topic. Judante is a genius when it comes to real estate because he's able to identify the best properties and or locations that will build his fortune/wealth. But he is also very evil and cunning. To him, money is what matters the most. The only woman that he had managed to truly love is Naikio, and she is revealed to be the birth mother of his children, Sokkun and Sokyung. At the beginning of the first season, it is revealed that Judante has been having an affair with Sojin, another wealthy tenant. The following are a few of Judante's people. First up, we have Naikio. Naikio is played by actress Lee Jia. Yes, the same actress who plays Shimsurin. One distinct way of telling them apart is that Naikyo has short black hair and that she also has a butterfly tattoo on her back. Despite not being present in her children's life, I think that Naikio cares for the twins because she was willing to put her life in danger to check up on them. Young Miyok is Judante's housemaid. She is played by actress Kim Rosa. Rosa has had various cameos in the following dramas: Zombie Detective, Record of Youth, Mr. Sunshine, and Crash Landing on You. It doesn't take us long to find out that young Miyok is absolutely infatuated with Judante. She's obsessed with him and she loves his wife, Shimsurin. There are various theories circulating that maybe young Miyok was the birth mother of his twin children, but this was quickly proven to be false. She was just very obsessed with Judante's family and wanted to play the role of mother to his children. For the majority of season 1, Judante's secretary was Yoon Cha, played by veteran actor Lee Chon-min. You might know him from various K-dramas and movies such as Mr. Queen, Dr. Detective, Abyss, The Beauty Inside, and much more. Due to various events that I will mention in part 2, Judante quickly replaced his secretary Yoon Tae-ju with Jobiso. Jobiso is played by actor Kim Dong-kyu. Y'all, he has such a cute smile, so different from his stoic expressions in the Penthouse. You guys might even recognize him from dramas such as The Last Empress as well as Return. Sokkun and Sokyung are Judante's twin children. They are often referred as the Sangdongi, meaning twins. Sokkun is played by actor Kim Young-dae. You guys might recognize him from hit dramas such as Extraordinary You, Cheat on Me If You Can, Undercover, and When the Weather is Fine. His character, Sokkun, is viewed as a silent leader. He doesn't say much, but people seem to worship him and follow his footsteps. He is the leader of the Hera Kids Club, where they study and reflect on the world's greatest philosophy questions. Yeah, right. They pretend to study, but then go outside to cause trouble. Sokkun is very protective of his twin sister and doesn't mind being beaten by their father instead of her. He usually helps her cheat in school tests, but later on he stopped helping her, leaving her to find other ways to cheat. Although he isn't close to his mother Shimsurin, he respects her and seems to care for her. Their relationship develops for the better throughout both seasons. While attending Chona Art School, he meets Perona and ends up developing feelings for her. He helps her when she is bullied and acts as her protector. Kyung is played by actress An Ji-yeon. She is known for her roles in What a Wonderful World, The Wind Blows, as well as The Penthouse. Kyung seems to enjoy seeing other people in misery, seeing that she constantly bullies people she considers lesser than her. One of the reasons as to why the twins are worshipped is because they live on the top floor of Hera Palace and have extremely influential parents. Kyung cares a lot about her twin brother and is always asking her father to be more lenient with him. She is willing to do a lot to protect him. Because they are so close, people sometimes question Sokkun and Sokyung's relationship. And when I say people, I'm referring to the viewers. To be honest, in my point of view, I think they're just really close siblings who love each other because they're family, and etc. Sokyung hates her father but does what he says so that she can earn her freedom later on. She loves getting under Eunbyul's skin, whether that be by teasing Eunbyul about Sokkun and Rona's relationship, or simply by making Eunbyul feel inferior. Sokyung isn't really fond of Rona at first due to various circumstances, but learned to become fond of her as time passes. And so, to conclude, we have Shimsurin, Judante, Sokkun, Sokyung, as well as their people. You might think, wow, what a beautiful family, and the visuals, damn. Yep, indeed, they are beautiful and dysfunctional. Through them, we learn that everything is not what it seems, and that we should really never judge a book by its cover. And in this case, a family by their cover. Next, we have the second most wealthy family at Hera Palace. They are a family of 3 composed of Sojin, Yoon Cha, and Yoon. They live on one of the top floors in Hera Palace. First up, we have Chon Sojin. She is the heir to one of the most prominent families in South Korea, Chona Group, and her character is played by actress Kim So-yeon. So-yeon is known for her roles in Iris, Season 1 and 2, Secret Mother, Mother of Mine, 2 Weeks, as well as The Penthouse. Her character Chon Sojin is a very famous opera singer who has gained various awards. She is also well loved in South Korea as well as abroad. When she was younger, Chon Sojin injured her classmate Oyuni because she was jealous of her voice and didn't want her to win the famous Chona trophy. The slash on Yuni's neck made it impossible for her to sing any longer. Sojin was really happy, and everyone believed her side of the story, which was that Yuni fought her and injured herself in the process. Sojin's dad knew that she was lying, but he still stood by her. And after high school, Sojin went on to a prestigious university where she continued her opera studies. She ended up stealing Yoon Cha from Oyuni because of her unending jealousy. Although Sojin and Yoon Cha were madly in love, they got married and had a daughter together. Sojin is also one of the heads at Chona Art School, and she is respected by all. She ends up being in an adulterous relationship with Jurante, and as the drama progresses, Sojin's character gets seemingly worse. But at times, she has brief wake-up calls where she acknowledges her bad actions. Chon Sojin doesn't really have a good relationship with her family, whether that be with her father, Chon Myung-soo, or her mother, Kang Kyo, or her sister, Chon So-yeon. And also her mother would prefer for her second daughter, So-yeon, to inherit the family's fortune, so that creates another rift between the family. And then there's also Maduki, who is an art teacher at Chona Art School, and there's the Dobiso, who is Sojin's personal secretary. Yoon Cha is Chon Sojin's husband and Hyunbyul's father. He is played by actor Yoon Jong-un. Jong-un is known for his roles in Find Me in Your Memory, Extraordinary You, Return, Come and Hug Me, as well as My Healing Love. His character, Yoon Cha, has been a very successful doctor since his younger days, and he was also in love with Oyuni when he was younger. But because of the prestige offered by Chon Sojin, he ended up leaving Yuni and married Sojin. They end up having a very strained and awkward relationship. Yoon Cha is often thought of as a weak person who has no backbones and lets people walk all over him. But as the drama progresses, he has some forms of character growth and he stands up for himself more. Yoon Cha also has a strained relationship with his daughter Eun because Chon Sojin led their daughter to believe that her father doesn't care much about her, even though he is always advocating for Eun to seek help when it comes to her mental health. Anyways, throughout the drama, we see Yoon Cha rekindling his former relationship with Oyuni. Hyunbyul is the daughter of Chon Sojin and Yoon Cha. She is played by actress Cho Bin, and The Penthouse is her debut drama. To be honest, I was honestly shocked when I learned that Yebin is a novice actress because she mastered her character to a T, while also giving her character Eunbyul distinct mannerisms, for example, the constant hair stroke when nervous or experiencing strong negative emotions. Hyunbyul and her mother Sojin are honestly so alike. Sojin literally trained Eunbyul to become like her. Eunbyul is also constantly pressured by her mother and often compared with Perona and Kyung. And due to the intense training that her mother makes her follow, Eunbyul's mental state begins to deteriorate over time. She also enjoys to torture Perona and treat other students as lesser than her. Eunbyul has a very big crush on Sokkun, and the fact that he likes Perona makes Eunbyul hate Rona even more. I have yet to see character growth from Eunbyul, and she seems to have no remorse. Hyunbyul loves blaming others for their own misfortunes, even if she is sometimes the very cause of that misfortune. To conclude, the second family is full of accomplished individuals, but beyond the appearance, they are all fighting their own demons. Through them, we learn that one should never compromise their relationships with their loved ones in order to amass wealth and/or prestige. Our third family experienced their own rags to riches story. They are a family of two composed of mother Oyuni and daughter Perona. At the start of the drama, they live in a shabby/raggedy apartment complex, well, according to them, but they eventually move into Hera Palace, where they end up living on the 5th floor. Oyuni is played by former pop idol and veteran actress Eugenie. Eugenie is known for her roles in All About My Mom, Can We Fall in Love Again, 100-Year Inheritance, and The Penthouse. Her character, Oyuni, has experienced various disadvantages in her life due to her lack of wealth as well as power. In order for her daughter to succeed and enter Chana Art School, Yoon is willing to do just about everything, even if it involves committing crimes. As previously mentioned, Yoon goes way back with Sojin and Heinrich. After breaking up with Heinrich, Yoon married someone else and had a daughter. Apparently, her husband cheated on her and later died. After various strokes of luck and an enormous amount of help from Shimsurin, Oyuni moves into Hera Palace with her daughter Perona. Little does she know, her struggles have only just begun. Perona is Oyuni's daughter, and she is played by actress Kim Yeon-soo. Some of her most prominent dramas are Rookie Historian Guerion, Solomon's Perjury, and My Love from the Star. Her character Perona is an extremely talented musical prodigy, and her soprano vocals are top-notch. Although her mother didn't directly coach her, Perona ends up loving singing. She is often the victim of bullying because of her financial situations. Her family is new money, which sets her apart from the other wealthy heirs at Hera Palace. To be honest, I think the real reason she is bullied is because she is very talented, and this leads to her competitors being very jealous of her. Perona is very ambitious and greedy at the beginning of the drama, but she has had a tremendous amount of character growth. She is by far the only character who started out seemingly bad and who is actually constantly growing for the better. That is, without constantly going back to old habits. To conclude, this family experienced a rags to riches story where they kept going back and forth from rags to riches to rags and so forth. Through them, we learned that contentment is key in life while making the most of what we have, and that it's okay to seek more in life, as long as our beliefs and values are not compromised in the process. The fourth family is the definition of fake it till you make it. They are a family of two composed of Kangmari and Eugenie. Although Jenny's dad is alive, I'm simply referring to them as a family of two because Jenny's dad doesn't currently live with them. Both mother and daughter live on the 5th floor and are neighbors with Oyuni and Perona. In my eyes, Kangmari is like a single mother who is willing to do just about anything in order to take care of her daughter Jenny. Her character is played by actress Shin, who is known for her roles in The Last Empress, Family Secrets, Oh My Ghost, and The Penthouse. While Mali's husband was in jail, she's been working at a bathhouse in order to provide for her and keep up for her family and keep up with her luxurious lifestyle. When it comes to her daughter, she doesn't play. Whether Jenny's in the wrong or right, her mother doesn't care. She fights for her till the very end. Even though Mali has a whole job, she also finds time to take care of herself as well as spending time gossiping, because she loves gossiping and talking. I have to admit that although she was very unlikable at some points, especially at the start, she went through immense character growth at times, but only to go back down the same rabbit hole. But yeah, Kangmari loves investing, whether it be for her daughter, her finances, and or herself. The three madams, also known as Sangmadam, or the three queens, are known as Kangmari's people. The group is composed of 3 chairwomen from 3 of the top conglomerates families in South Korea. There is Chairwoman Song Yi-soo, played by actress Jong Ah-mi, Chairwoman Byung, played by actress Oh Min-nae, and Chairwoman Che, played by actress Kim Mignog. The three have short cameos throughout season 2 where they stand by Kangmari's side and help her out. They got to know her well because Kangmari works at the bathhouse that they frequently visit. Eugenie is Kangmari's daughter, and she is played by actress Jin Ji. Ji is known primarily for her roles in High Kick 2, one of my all-time fave dramas, as well as Band of Sisters and Becky's Back. Her cameos in Fight My Way and 100 Days My Prince were also extremely popular. Jenny, her character, is another member of the Hera Kids Club, and she seems to enjoy bullying others, especially bullying Perona. The two girls have a rivalry that dates back to middle school, and they also brought that same rivalry to Chana Art School. I mean, to be honest, I don't really know if I can call it a rivalry, but yeah, they're not very fond of each other. One thing to note about Jenny is that she falls for peer pressure very easily. Yeah, it's that mob mentality again. But as the drama progressed, Jenny and Rona's relationship became very good, with them briefly becoming great friends. Although Jenny had a lot of character growth, like her mother, she went back down the same rabbit hole once again. I guess the saying like mother like daughter is 100%. Dongpil is Kangmari's husband and Jenny's father. He is played by actor Park Ho-sung. Park Ho-sung is known for his roles in various dramas and movies such as Night in Paradise, True Beauty, Dinner Mate, Lawless Lawyer, and Catch the Ghost. Dongpil is absent for the majority of both seasons because he went to jail in Dante's place, an exchange that Dante takes care of his family. One thing we know about Dongpil is that he is a scary and dangerous person, because that's literally what everyone says about him. Although Kangmari's family seeks wealth beyond their means at times, we see immense character growth at times as well. They teach us that working hard is not shameful and that a job is a job. They live a prosperous life while working hard to achieve it. That in itself, in my opinion, is pretty inspiring. The last family is the baby family. They are a family of 3 composed of Kujin, Sangha, and Mignog. They live on one of the upper floors at Hera Palace, meaning that they are high in the Hera hierarchy. Kujin is the father and husband of the trio. He is played by actor Bong Tae-kyu. Tae-kyu is known for his roles in Dr. Detective, Return, Happiness for Sale, and The Penthouse. Kujin is the only son of a wealthy family filled to the brim with judges and lawyers. He himself is a big-time lawyer in South Korea. Kujin is also a mama's boy and worships the ground his mom walks on. He usually helps wealthy people, especially Dante, escape legal issues. He is involved in various illegal activities with Dante and Yoon Cha. In season 2, Kujin becomes an assemblyman in Gangnam. He aims to go into politics in order to gain even more wealth, power, pride, and status. Kujin is married to Sangha, and together they have a child, Mignog. Sangha is older than Kujin, and he tends to call her Nuna affectionately. Their relationship, in my eyes, seemed more like a mother taking care of her child. I think one of the reasons as to why Kujin married Sangha is because she reminds him of his own mother, and that's on period. In a sense, he married his mom. Kujin and Sangha spoil their child, Mignog, and they seem to let him do whatever he pleases. They teach him that he doesn't have to be accountable for his bad actions by their way of life, and they also never make him apologize when he's in the wrong. Sangha is Kujin's wife and Mignog's mother. She is played by actress Yoon Cha. Jui is known for her roles in I Wanna Hear Your Song, The Fiery Priest, Return, and The Penthouse. Her character, Sangha, is a part of the ladies' club at Hera Club, and she loves to gossip. You know how usually there's that one person in the group who constantly gossips? Yeah, that's her. Sangha used to be an announcer before she got married. Afterwards, she became a housewife. Although she is a housewife, she constantly helps promote her husband's many endeavors while staying up to date with the latest news. Sangha is willing to spend her money and resources in order to make her son achieve the best possible grades and the best rankings when it comes to his vocals. And she is constantly seen trying to coax sojin in order to benefit her son Mignog. Although Sangha is usually less problematic than most of the characters, she tends to look down on people who are less wealthy than her, while at the same time praising those she looks up to, such as sojin, Judante, and Shimsurin. Mignog is played by actor Ri Tae-vin. Tae-vin is known for his roles in 365, Repeat the Year, as well as The Penthouse. He is also a member of K-pop group MyTeen. Fun fact, Tae-vin revealed that his character, Lee Mignog, was initially supposed to be gay and in love with Sokkun, but afterwards the plotline was changed and Mignog became Jennie's love interest instead. Mignog is part of the Hera Kids Club, and because of his parents' wealth and power, he has a lot of privilege. Just like his family, Mignog spends his days following in the footsteps of his peers. Not just any peers, of course, he follows the leaders, the likes of Sokkun, Sokyung, and Eunbyul. You know how sometimes kindergarteners are attached together with a string and follow the leader, aka the teacher? In a way, I feel like that's literally Mignog. He follows the leader everywhere and does whatever they tell him to do. His character has had no remorse thus far, and I'm sad to say that he has also had no character growth in my point of view. He has stayed the same and actually gotten worse each passing episode. I pray that he will grow as a character, but we'll have to wait and see. And this was the baby family. I call them the baby family because they all act spoiled and childlike, especially Kujin. This family teaches us that there comes a time when we need to stop depending on others and instead we need to grow up and learn. I hope that they reach that point someday. During the production of season 1, 2 staff members were injured during a fire scene and suffered mild injuries. They reportedly went back to set a couple days later. The production crew of The Penthouse released the following statement following the incident. About 3 weeks ago, 2 staff members suffered minor abrasions and burns in an accident that occurred when the flames grew bigger while filming a fire scene. The production crew stopped filming and provided both materially and psychologically for the injured staff members' treatment. We would like to apologize once again to the cast and crew who have been shocked about the incident. We will resume filming with the promise to provide a safe filming environment. Once more, we apologize to the cast, crew, and viewers, and we will do our best to film safely. There are various themes explored throughout The Penthouse, and here I will briefly discuss what to me are the 6 major themes. The first 2 major themes are jealousy and greed. At first I was going to separate the 2, but I feel as though that they are very intertwined in the drama and that they constantly fuel each other. The people at Hera Palace love amassing wealth, and they do so in order to one-up each other. The penthouse apartment itself is highly coveted, and the majority of the main characters envy Shimsurin and Judante because they live in the penthouse. The name of the drama pinpoints the penthouse apartment as the ultimate prize. And due to their jealousy, the other characters sometimes covet things that are not theirs while becoming greedy and aiming for more and more and more. But where do they draw the line for their seemingly unquenchable greed? For most of them, it seems as though it is until they reach rock bottom, but even then, most of them still haven't learned their lessons. The constant battle between good and evil is a running theme in The Penthouse. At some points, evil is ahead and it triumphs over good, and at other points, it's reversed with good triumphing. I'm not gonna lie, but I feel as though there are more points where evil triumphed than points where good triumphed. Because even when good gained a major win, they were held back once again. I guess the final winner will only be decided in the season 3 finale. In my opinion, the Penthouse revolves around revenge because the central character, Shimsurin, is always getting revenge on some people for things that they did to her loved ones. In season 1, her daughter was killed and so she devised a revenge plot. In season 2, she faked her death to get revenge for naikio. And judging by the season 3 teaser, Suryeon is gonna get revenge once again. I hope that by the end of the drama, Suryeon can take a break and live a peaceful life and happy as well, because she has dealt with way too much BS at this point. As one of the most universal themes in literature, it is to no surprise that love is also a major theme in the Penthouse, whether that be in the form of forbidden love, family love, unrequited love, or friendship. There's forbidden quote-unquote love between Judante and Sojin. I say quote-unquote because to me it is more like an obsession, but despite this, their relationship stems from an affair, which makes it forbidden. Family love can be seen through Shimsurin and how she fights for her kids, whether that be minsura, Juein, or the twins. I think Suryeon is literally the epitome, the embodiment of love in the drama, because even after discovering that Juein wasn't her real daughter, she still made sure that Hein got the best quality of life possible. Heinrich has a one-sided crush on Sokkun, and this is unrequited love. No matter what she does, he has no interest whatsoever unless it benefits him. Love is also projected through several friendships in the drama, so that can be between Shimsurin and Oyuni, and there's also Perona and Eugenie. I'm not sure if you guys have watched or read The Kite Runner, but redemption is important for the main characters, especially Amir and Baba. Like Amir, Oyuni has a redemption arc in the Penthouse after she murdered someone. And then afterwards, she went through various emotions as well as bad decision making. But in the end, she resolved to confess her crimes and bring justice for minsura by bringing down herself as well as everyone else who contributed to the girl's death. Yoon humbled herself and seek punishment for her crimes, along with forgiveness from minsura and Shimsurin. Beside the themes that I mentioned, one thing that I can for sure say is that this drama shows us that ignorance really isn't bliss, y'all. Especially in this case, where you constantly need to be in the loop. Another thing to note is that Hera Palace reeks of peer pressure as well as the mob mentality. The main two important locations in the K-drama are Hera Palace and Chona Art School. Hera Palace is a luxurious penthouse apartment with 100 floors, and that's also where the main characters live in. The floor that you live on indicates your social standing in the hierarchy, which is basically decided by the members of the club. And because Judante and Shimsurin live in the penthouse, they're known as the kings and queens of the club. And fun fact actually, computer graphics are used to make the 100-story exterior view. And the Hera statue that was custom made itself for the penthouse for the K-drama. And all the luxurious houses at Hera Palace are located in various Paju sets. As for Chona Art School, the filming locations are Sokkun University and Dail Foreign Language High School. And cut! That's a wrap, chingaders. I hope this first part was helpful in helping you guys learn more about the production staff, some of the major themes in the drama, the cast and characters, as well as the synopsis of the drama. Part 2 will be coming out in the next few days, so be on the lookout for that. I'll be giving you guys a summary of both season 1 and 2, while detailing some of the most important scenes and events. I will also give you guys details about season 3, Logan's death, and my very own conspiracy theories for the finale. If you guys like this video and want to see more from me, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you can be the first to know when there's a new upload. And if there's anything you want to see from me, you can suggest it in the comment below. May God bless you all, much love, and until next time, bye!